Hello everybody, Sabro94, bringing you guys some TCG expanded matches with Necrozma GX Malamar. The last game, then I have to move on to other things, show some other decks and matches. I do have a few ideas, but the problem is a lot of the decks that I like usually end up being meh or are just bad. But it is what it is. We gotta show some other stuff too. Have a few ideas. So my opponent is going to be playing first, and I open up with a Necrozma GX here. A good thing to open with, I'd say. Your main Pokemon attacker, big guy. Uh, of course, you don't want it to get hurt before you start attacking, but it's much better to open with this rather than something like NK standard. And my opponent is going to play down Riolu, attach a fighting energy, and use an N. Has a Remoraid in the active position, so he probably runs Octillery. And my opponent is using a Lucario GX deck. Lucario being kind of good in the beginning when it got released, sort of replaced Golisopod GX as Zoroark GX's partner. You know, do a lot of damage for one energy and then heal with Acerola and stuff. But it's sort of a meh card right now. Kind of difficult. You gotta evolve every turn to get the extra damage from its attack. There's other Pokemon that can do that sort of damage much easier. And, you know, we lost our hand with N, but it's okay. When I had Lily, but I did have a bunch of other supporters. When you have like maybe one extra supporter, that's good, but when you have a couple in Lily, that kind of sucks. Okay, so with the level ball and due to the hand I got, we managed to get 3 in-case down very, very nicely, and I am going to be able to utilize the Lily turn 1 anyway with my Tapu Lele GX, so my bench is kind of basically set up. I mean, we don't have the Dawn Wings, so we don't have our switching dude there, but I have my Necrozmas, I have my in-case. I guess Tapu Lele takes up a spot there, takes up space, but it is what it is. It got us the Lily. And I'm going to use computer search. I'm usually quite hasty when it comes to my computer search. You guys will know. And we're going to discard Hoopa and a Cynthia. And I'm going to get the letter. I don't want to miss an attachment. So I don't really need the Hoopa EX. I don't see, I mean, I guess we could snipe the Octillery, but since I know my opponent is running Lucario GX, then Fighting Dude, I have the type advantage with Psychic, so just using Pokemon like Necrozma, even Hoopa, is just enough to get the job done. I don't really need to snipe. So we used our computer search to get the letter, so I get Psychic Energies. Don't miss a beat. We're gonna have one for next turn too. And let's see what my opponent does. I mean, when you see Riolu, you don't know yet if they're running something like Lucario or something like the Garchomp Lucario, the Cynthia deck. But you guys know from the title, I obviously thought Hoopa, but what's it gonna snipe anyway? Like Garchomps, that's not good. So just get rid of that, get my energies. So my opponent's gonna use Ultra Ball, grab Octillery, and he has his draw Pokemon out at least. He'll be able to draw quite a few cards here. Octillery is still a good Pokemon and expanded. Abyssal Hand, so 3 cards for him. Let's see what you do. What will you do? Got the Float Stone, and what he wants is, I mean, if he had a Choice Band, I think with the Choice Band and the DNC, maybe he'll be 10 short of a knockout. My maths isn't the greatest, but he doesn't really need a lot, honestly. Yeah, he's playing the Cuckoo here, so as long as he sees Lucario GX, I'm pretty sure he can get a one-shot. But nothing, so he's just going to use Detect. Didn't even get heads, and it's not even going to do damage. And we're going to evolve into our first Malamar here. And what will I do here? It kind of sucks to waste a big attack on just a Riolu, but I think I should just start. If I can get a knockout, I should. Our bench is full, so it's not like I can play Hoopa to attack. So let's attach a Psychic Energy, play down the Float Stone, and use my Cynthia. Hopefully I see some stuff. What we want is a way to get another Psychic Energy in the discard pile, which we do. We get the Mystery Treasure. And a way to switch, which I didn't see that. So let's discard a Psychic Energy, grab me another Malamar, best thing to get. And my setup is complete at the very least, so we got our Chorus and Juniper for next turn. So at best, if my opponent he's gonna get a free turn right now, I won't be able to attack, but next turn, the aggression is gonna start. Using a big supporter like Chorus, I'm likely to see one of my Altar of the Moons or my switching cards, so we can start doing stuff. So he attaches the strong energy on Lucario. Okay, so he really wants to go all out on the active one. And if he evolves, between the strong energy, he got a Regirock EX too, so he really favors that extra damage. I do think he can get a one-shot. Pretty powerful. You know, Lucario GX can be difficult, but he is quite powerful with the add-ons and just doing straight 120 damage. Damn, it can one-shot things before you know it with add-ons. Like with a Choice Band, Diancie, and Regirock, Strong Energy, and Expanded too. He's gonna knock out things. So he decides to use Guzma and brings out the Malamar with the Float Stone. And I don't know why he did that. I understand getting one of the Malamar stuck there, but why the one with the Float Stone? I'll be able to retreat that guy. So I don't know, maybe he didn't care. Maybe he's like, I really just want to get my dude out of the way, save him, and I don't care about what you have active. So okay, I suppose. And what we're going to do here is use Chorus, draw my 10 cards right there. Chorus, the boss, a lot of things. And I get another Float Stone that might be handy later on. And I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to start attacking with Necrozma GX. We have our Malamars, even though this is overkill. I really don't care. This is one of the times where, yeah, the Rayquaza EX, the Ultra Necrozma GX in this case, where you can control how many energies you discard and the damage you do, kind of comes in handy, which is why I think it's sort of better in the end. Yeah, it can be less consistent. You got to run metal energies, and maybe you're going to build your deck differently. But I'm sort of used to that flexibility and extra power. So I'd say if I had that, I'd probably use that instead of this one. With this, you have a lot more freedom using psychic attackers that just want only psychic energies. So that's a good thing too. Alright, and my opponent still no Lucario GX out, but with the Ultra Ball here, he's probably going to finally get one. I mean, you gotta get that guy. It's really what you need. So Lucario GX comes out right here, and I'm pretty sure he decides to evolve the one that only has one energy on. Okay, that's a good thing. Still has a strong energy, and he will be able to get a one shot. I'm pretty sure. 30. Let's say 20 more. That's 50. Or maybe I'll survive with 10 HP. Who knows? I think he's gonna need like a Choice Band if he wants to kill me. Otherwise, I'm going to survive with one hit with 10 HP, what I meant to say. And that's bad. You don't want to do this. You want to KO me right now if you're going to have a shot. If you're going to have a chance. A shot. So, he's thinking he used Octillery and just Aura Strike for 170. Wow, that must really suck for him. Not getting the knockout there. It doesn't matter how much damage he did. This game is pretty sort of simplistic how it's going to go. It's just one hit knockouts from my end, and he has to do the same if he wants to win. It's not like this deck. Any of our decks can do any sort of fancy combos. They're pretty linear in a way. So I have one of my ways to switch. We're going to use our Scala here. Get one of my Altars of the Moon, I think. That's what we should get. Or, I guess, Startling Megaphone. Get rid of his double Float Stone. Make it hard on him like that. I could have grabbed the Altar of the Moon, but since we have the switch anyway, I don't need to get it right now. So, let's just remove his options, make his life harder. He won't be able to have a pivot now that I removed the float stones. So Psychic Energy is gonna go down to the uh, Malamar, the Necrozma GX there. Hopefully he doesn't bring out a surprise Buzzle GX. That's gonna suck. But I mean, either way, I'm in a great position. We're gonna KO this Lucario GX here, and I mean, even though I have the weakness advantage, it's not really a stretch to just attach an extra Psychic Energy and just not have two on the other guy that's not attacking. So the weakness doesn't really matter that much in this case. Uh, if anything, it would have mattered if I used something like the Hoopa. Okay, so he's going to promote Octillery. Has another float stone, so lucky him. And it's got the choice band on Riolu, puts it over there. Attaches another strong energy on the other Riolu. And okay, so with a choice band, if he gets the Lucario right now, he can get a one-shot on this Necrozma GX. But, you know, he's going to have to hope that after he kills these two Necrozma GXs, I don't have an attacker. But of course I will have. I mean, my deck has plenty of attackers to choose from. So it's kind of difficult. That not getting that knockout the previous turn makes a lot of difference, as with any sort of situation like this. So Lucario GX is going to come out, so at least he will be able to get this KO and retaliate. It's just too bad that he's going to get knocked out once again next turn. He's thinking there, but you only have really one play. You just got to keep going at this point. And he's using Ultra Ball, grabbing another Lucario GX for next turn. And since all of his Pokemon are weak to Psychic, his attackers anyway, Regirock isn't really going to do much here. Then he has no choice but to rely on him at this point, and just hope I can't retaliate, do enough to get another big KO. And I'm gonna get like 7 prizes in this case. I'll knock this Pokemon out, and then if I gotta knock out another Lucario GX, that's going like overkill, getting an extra prize, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not that worried. Gonna promote my Malamar there, and pretty straightforward. We do have the Hoopa too. All I gotta do is just bench it. Don't really gotta think hard about this. It's just attach my Psychic Energies, and as long as I have 2 guys powered up with Psychic Energies that can one-shot his Pokemon, he can't really do much. I mean, he could try and get one of my guys stuck and then use Guzmas, get some knockouts like that, and just try and come back, but it really is difficult on his end. And I do have some switching options. So Malamar, let's get our Psychic Energies, and let's just use Hoopa. I'm going to use Hoopa here. But we do have the Necrozma ready too. And yeah, this is where the weakness sort of comes in handy. Being able to use Hoopa, promote a one prize attacker and get 2 prizes like that. So get my KO there with Portal Strike, and my opponent can't really do much here. Even if he KOs whatever, I'll be able to retaliate. I've got a big hand. I mean, he could end at this point. And oh wow, okay, so here comes the Buzzle GX. So he does have that guy. So I guess he will be able to get rid of the Necrozma GX on the bench if he wants to. That's hurt. That spread damage is going to come in handy right now. Uses Pokemon Catcher, gets heads, and use that 2 times. So he's going to bring out the Malamar there. I guess he wants to get that guy stuck. It's probably a wise move, to be honest. Just sort of try and stall and just do some damage. So he's trying, he's doing what he can. It is going to be a good move now that he's going to finish off the Necrozma GX on the bench. But it's kind of too little too late. I have the Float Stone. If he doesn't end, which I think he might have played a supporter, or just does something, he's going to use Rescue Stretcher. So get possibly an Octillery or another Lucario GX, and he's gonna actually use the recovery to the deck effect. So he grabbed a Riolu and 2 Lucarios. Alright, Buzzle GX gonna come out and use Kukui too, but it's not gonna be enough. And actually, you don't really want to KO Malamar. If you KO Malamar, then I just KO you with Hoopa. So he's gonna get his 2 more prizes, KO my dude there. But it's GG. All I gotta do is attach the Floatstone and attack with Hoopa. So simple. That's where the type advantage comes in. But it's still GG. He tried. My deck is more consistent, you could say, too. Really fast, really powerful, taking advantage of the expanded cards. So it's GG, victory for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Say Bro 94, what's up?